Hi, everybody. Hey, as you're working through your business, one of the things that comes up a lot of times is how do I be able to build consistent value for if I want to sell the business, if I want to grow the business, and if I want to scale the business. And one of the things that we highly recommend that sometimes gets overlooked as you're a new entrepreneur is the process of having some place to be able to store all of your prospective customers and the data around it. A lot of people start out and they say, well, I want to build my product or service offering out, and then I'm going to just use a spreadsheet in order to be able to kind of keep track of the names or numbers, or I'm going to have a system of, let's say, paper chits, or if you're running a restaurant, or have some sort of like an invoicing process that's just we'll run it out of our accounting software, for example. But I think that loses sight of some of the different problems that you go through as you're starting to scale out your sales operations. One of the big things around that is how do I keep track of where my prospective customers are in the sales process, or what we call the sales cycle? Building your business is challenging enough. Dealing with customers, making sure that they receive the goods or services that you provide in an effective way that really represents your brand really creates enough challenges to begin with. At Conversion Store, we work with you and your leaders inside of your business to help make your business understood and be able to really show through the value that you provide in your marketplace. Our revenue engine includes consultative support, strategy services, and even the technical expertise to be able to make the most out of your CRM, your website, your social media efforts, and your marketing automation in order to present the right message at the right time to the right group of people who will become your strongest, most loyal customers. Visit us online at conversionstore.com to find out more information or click on the link below. Am I just hearing about your product or service or your company for the first time? Do I know that I have a need that needs to be solved by what your company is offering? Do you have a process that takes me from being interested in your product or service to moving towards the next step of actually being able to make a purchase? And that's one of the reasons why we recommend that you have a customer relationship management system, a CRM. Now, listen, it doesn't have to be Salesforce or HubSpot or Zoho CRM or even ActiveCampaign's CRM product. But it does have to be something that really helps you to be able to track who are the different deals that who are the different customers that you're working with, and what are the deals that they are interested in being able to buy from you, and where are they in that process. So sometimes they're called a deal, sometimes they're called an opportunity, but in all of those situations you're running them through that same process of being able to understand the awareness of your product or service, and then at the end of that process is that they're going through some sort of a transaction to be able to buy that product or service in order to be able to help them solve some kind of need. You fill in the blank depending on what it is, right? If you're an auto shop, you're fine. You're trying to fill in the need of being able to have a working car to be able to commute or go on that great road trip. If you're a HVAC company, a heating air conditioning company, you're looking at being able to have a heated home in the winter and a cooled home in the summertime, right? That's comfortable for you to be able to live in. If you're doing business products, right? If you're supplying, cleaning supplies, for example, right? Then you're solving that need from your customers having to go out and shop for their own supplies and take time out of what would other be a productive day in their business. Whatever it is, it totally matches to you. And one of the things that we do is encourage you to be able to have these three different areas of your CRM implemented inside of your business, so that It tracks the different details around the people that you're working with. So you always, you don't forget somebody's phone number. It tracks the deals that they are working on at any particular point in time. And also that it's being used effectively throughout the organization, throughout your sales team, but then also for your leadership to be able to see effective reporting on that tells you exactly how you're doing at any given point in time. So you know that if you're on track for your revenue numbers for the month or the quarter or the year, or maybe there's something that you need to be able to change inside of your marketing, your promotions, or your sales strategy in order to be able to get over the hump and make the revenue goals that you need. The link to this article will be included in the show notes here, and I highly recommend that you give it a read and comment back if you have any questions or thoughts, or ways that you use your CRM as well too. Looking forward to hearing from you.